Dresden Restaurant, open for lunch Monday through Saturday and dinner Monday through Sunday. Check us out at 1760 North Vermont Avenue or call 323-665-4294.
Available on the internet at crntalk.com. You're in tune with Paul Stern and Michael Horn and the program What's Cooking.
Welcome back here to the show. We have with us Dr. Jan Barr, who along with his brother Bart, yes, that's the same Bart and Black Bart Wine, are the geniuses behind Krupp Brothers Winery in the east of Napa Valley, as you mentioned, Paul, on Pritchard Hill. They also do a wine called Barasian, which is an excellent wine. And you wanted to ask a couple of questions about the label, Paul Stern, because this is some way we can distinctly recognize the wines.
Yeah, Dr. Krupp was nice enough to send us a couple of samples, actually more than a couple, a few samples, several samples here in studio for us to check out. And boy, am I glad that he did, because by doing so, I'm looking at the label here on Krupp Brothers wines for the first time, and these are just absolutely fantastic. These are not only unique and innovative, but they're quite eye-catching, and there's got to be a story behind them. So let's let Dr. Jan kind of tell us how all this kind of came about.
Well, Paul, yeah, Michael Mabry is a great artist. He has not done many wine labels. He used to do Luna years ago, and our company is only the second wine label winery he's ever worked for. He works for NetJets. I think he's worked for Levi Strauss in the past. But we just loved his creativity and his sense of fun. And when we decided to name our own wines after Black Bart, my brother Bart plus the famous stagecoach robber of the 1800s, we went to Michael. We thought he could do a really fine job with that. And he has, as you've seen. He also created the Doctor label, which I guess represents me. My wife disagrees, but I suppose it does. He's really a very talented guy. We've had a lot of fun having him do the labels, and as you said, they're quite unique. Black Bart has a story. Black Bart came out to California to be a mining engineer. Somehow Wells Fargo did him wrong, so he moonlights by robbing Wells Fargo stagecoaches. He was a smart robber, never had to shoot a gun, always left a lousy original poem at the site of the robbery, and finally was caught by dropping a garment that had been washed at his Chinese laundry, and that's how they identified him. He robbed
Wait, how was he caught? He dropped what?
He dropped, I think, a handkerchief that had the ticket on it from the Chinese laundry. For his regular job as an engineer, he dressed up. So when he was robbing stagecoaches, he dropped something that had the ticket from the laundry. I think the ticket number was FX96, and that's how they traced him and caught him.
What an incredible story. Of course, a lot of people will, I guess, go to their favorite wine shop to find their wine. Some people will look at their restaurants or go online to the internet. But is there something like a tasting room available for what you guys got going over at Krupp Brothers?
Yeah, we do tastings up on top of the vineyard. Amber takes people for tours and tastings. We also share a joint tasting room in St. Helena called A Dozen Vintners, and we're working to build a tasting room on the Silverado Trail as a third place to visit. But if people would email Amber at KruppBrothers.com, she'd be happy to set up a tasting and tour.
And spell Krupp Brothers. This is kind of like the Krupp coffee maker. Is that correct?
Same spelling, but no relation.
K-R-U-P-P, Krupp, and it's Dr. Jan and Bart Krupp that do this. And how is the vintage? What one is out now? If we're looking at cabs, I know you hold those back. So what year is out right now?
Well, the 07 Barasian cab is out now, which is just terrific. The last two vintages of that have gotten 92 and 93 points from the Spectator, and the 06 Krupp Brothers cab is just about sold out. We have a little bit left, and that just received 93 points from the Spectator and 94 from the Enthusiast. So both excellent cabs, and as you said, Michael, we do tend to hold them back. They drink so much better 4 and 5 years down the line than early pre-release even.
And when in the 07 year was talked about, it was so great. How long can you hold that? If I'm a consumer and I buy the 07, how long can I hold it in my wine cellar?
Well, I think you can expect 15 to 20 years out of it in the wine cellar. It's drinking beautifully now. It'll probably be drinking at its best 5 or 6 years from now, but it'll age nicely for 15 to 20 years.
Oh boy, that's excellent. I guess people will have to look at their favorite restaurants, wine shops, and of course, if they're up in and around Napa Valley, schedule one of those, some time to visit the tasting room. Can people order online to get Krupp Brothers wines?
For sure. If people go to the website, KruppBrothers.com, it's easy to order online or join the wine club and also learn about all of the wines we make and a little more of the story.
Dr. Jan Krupp, thank you so much for joining us again. What an experience it has been. Michael Horn, obviously familiar with the wines. This is my first experience. I can't wait to enjoy some of the fine tasting of your various wines. But also, as I speak right now, I am thoroughly enjoyed again just the fine appearance. If appearance is any indication of the contents, you hit a home run.
Well, thank you very much, Michael and Paul. I hope both of you guys will be able to come up and visit one of these months.
I'm certainly
We're looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it. That'll be great.
We're going to travel up the mountain and venture out and find out what's going on over at Krupp Brothers Winery with our good friend Dr. Jan Krupp. Dr. Jan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Krupp Brothers Wines. Krupp Brothers Winery of Napa Valley, California. Be sure to check it out. KruppBrothers.com. I'm Paul Stern. That's Michael Horn. When we come back, hopefully now we'll get that kind of that bird's eye glimpse of Mike's experience at the Hotel Esperanza. I know we previewed that earlier on at the program. We did not have time to get to it due to our busy schedule of guests today, but in the remaining moments of the program, I think that is something that we can look forward to. Paul Stern, Michael Horn, what's cooking?
We'll be back.
Want to know how you can get the latest in consumer electronics?